Sing in me, muse, and through me tell the story of those people skilled in all ways of contending. The Dragonlords, harried by fate and prophecy. Sing of the cities they saw, the minds they learned of distant peoples, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save their homes and the lives of all Thyleans. Of these adventurers, brave muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time. Lift the great song again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oathsworn, Odyssey the Dragonlords here on Neon Lights Roleplay. I am and will continue to be Turk or Turk Accented, your GM, until maybe they figure out whatever the hell's going on with me temporally. Anyway, in the meantime, we have a fantastic game to jump right back into. So if you missed our last episode and are just catching up now with us live, we have done some really crazy things. I recommend, when you get a chance, checking out the last two episodes here. But as we begin here, I am joined around our proverbial campfire by a veritable army of storytellers here, and I would love nothing more right now for them to introduce themselves, tell them who they are, who they're playing tonight, what path they walk, and we'll keep that short for now. No other extraneous last-minute questions added on. So, of course, kicking it off with the kicker off of things, it is, of course, the comradiest of Crashes.
Hey, I'm Comrade Crash. My character's name is Leo Dracos, the human paladin, oath of the Dragonlord, and he walks the path of the Banished One. And up next is Chrissy.
Hello, I'm Chrissy. I'm playing Jafera Damos. She's our human warlock. She's walking the path of the Haunted Ones. She's a spooky. I don't think Heck is here yet.
No.
I don't know if Thronos is on the layover anymore. So
No.
that leads it to Tony?
Hi, I'm Tony. I'm playing Eliana Legie, the High Elf Prophecy Cleric, walks the path of the Gifted One. Yep. Moving on to Cornda.
Borghild, Path of the Lost One, Amazonian Ranger, back to you, Turk.
Okay. Yeah, so, last we left our heroes, there was the conclusion to an epic battle between themselves and the Titan of Storms and Thunder. So, given that we're still playing this game, you can come to certain conclusions about the outcome. So naturally, we'll now be continuing the conquest of Sidon over the rest of Thylea. I'm just kidding. We got a bunch of loot, we got a bunch of stuff. Our heroes are now more zooped up than ever to face the ongoing challenges. But for now, the Tower of Praxis sits empty, idle, and somewhat abandoned now. The armies of Sidon have departed. They set to a staging ground where they might, in the future, begin their final attack on the cities of Mitros and beyond. But that also provides opportunity for our heroes to continue to do what, well, they do best, and continue to save the world. Which, of course, is not that song. We're actually going with this one, which is, of course, where we find them now. As you kind of have the run of the tower here, given recent gifts, and making your way back down in whatever means is best suited for you. The strange flying boat created and piloted by Oath might be your preferential way, but if there's any floor you wish to explore further, there's still, of course, time for that.
I would like to steal as many things that Threnos would allow us to steal.
Well, in regards to physical wealth of the tower, it's going to be pretty much what you've already gotten. Like that, you've looted the extensive vault of the Titans here to a point where, is there really even anything else that you need to worry about? I mean, there is a small parish notice that Alekos and Evie, someone's parents and someone else's kind of adoptive parents, are still in a fortress somewhere. If that rings a bell for any Logid fans out there. You want to collect your parents. I realized after we all turned the cameras off last time, I'm like, oh, right, they're still here.
Yes, I would like to have my parents. I don't need another tragic backstory.
Only one at a time. And that's, of course, easily done. It seems while y'all were resting, with the powers of a Titan, the fortress has just less so been magically altered in some way and was more just moved through the tower to a new level that you all found yourselves on. So, yeah, simple enough to bring them back if you'd like to take your tower down and explore anything else, but trying to think loot-wise.
Get the book. What's in here?
What book?
The one that's in your hands.
That's the campaign book. I'm checking.
What's in here? I want all the things.
No, I mean, you've done a very good job of clearing through everything. Really, you've already found Garzoon's treasure. That was kind of the more hidden one of those. Beyond that, I mean, on this level, it's really just, the vault entrance, and I guess you could check out Sidon's room himself. That's just a few trinkets, though. That's not really like, I'm sure you're just looking for the eye-popping stuff at this point.
Yeah, I forget what we found.
I will. So, to give a quick thing of what y'all found in the vaults, there was a shadowy helm that is giant-sized. But there's also Balmitra's skull, so this massive dragon skull that you're bringing along with y'all. You found a ruby gate, which is to say a huge magically imbued ruby. The actual scroll of the Pact of Oath of Peace. The gauntlets, a gauntlet that was imbued with several gems, and then a Holy Avenger sword and a Spellguard shield.
We read the fine print of the Oath of Peace.
Do you have knowledge of legal documentation?
Probably. Can we have Oath read it? He seems the type.
Yeah, I mean, probably fair. I mean, like, Arcana or Religion could give you a chance to look it over, but it's an extensive document. It'll take time to study.
Okay, I'll grab it to bring and give to Oath.
Oh, yeah, this was all distributed last time, so...
If you're asking me to read, no.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to read this 14-page Google document out loud for the class.
It's yeah, and it's all in not ancient Greek, more so it's ancient Minoan, and is
Runes, I don't understand that. Actually, I understand 7 languages, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel like it's very much here, but. Beyond that, I'd say if you wanted to go and explore the floor you were on before, that would be the only thing that you haven't expressly checked out. But if there's no interest, then we'll just move on. I just want to make sure you guys can check it out if you like.
I would creep around with Threnos to figure out all the different things in this place, and try to convince other people to go with us Because there could be traps. But
Oh!
if there's nothing else to find.
Absolutely. I should note, like, the tower is still going to be active, and, like, Thronos has a growing sense for how the tower works, but is by no means now the god of storms or anything. He just has the stick, which is nice, and, like, kind of has a growing sense of ownership over the tower. That like, it would still probably be a stealth roll to some extent, because, like, that was the goal, was, like, Thronos over the coming days would be clearing out the rest of the tower. I mean to say you don't have the full run of it, but also, like...
No. 14. Sneak around. Otherwise, I can also wait for Threnos.
How much HP how much HP... How ready for a fight would you say Borkhild is?
A little less than halfway prepared. Less than halfway alive.
So, like, bloodied?
Yeah. I will kick a goatling.
You'll kick a goatling? If there was a goatling in here, then they're in the kitchens.
What about the ones that made fun of us?
You already killed them.
Oh, I thought they ran away. Alright.
No.
Then I'm not
Dead.
killing the ones that made food. Those are essential workers.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're able to explore around a little. Like, you don't immediately trip anything out of the ordinary. Let me pull you over. Is anyone else joining in this expedition, or are people near death and want to stay on the boat?
Boat, please. I'm at single digits.
I'm halfway
I
there.
apologize. I will die.
All right. In that case, I'll do this kind of theater of the mind here. In your explorations of the heavens chamber, not the throne as you were on before, Borkhild, you're able to find a large door that was connected to the Thronos is able to tell you, like, is connected to the arena, but doesn't seem to have any like rather, it's connected to the arena, but like it has been particularly marked as a storage similar to what the Myrmike's queen, how she was chained up and kept. This seems to also be something similar.
Oh no.
So, I mean, you can either enter there if you like, but
Nervous. Because the queen was also very hurt us. Did you say there was someone chained up and kept, or that this is just a room that's like that?
oh well, like, you haven't entered it yet, but this is, like, in theory, what should be behind this door.
I'm dumb enough to look inside.
Okay. Within, you see a chained silver dragon. Clearly an adult, but very much so completely held by 4 columns with heavy adamantine chains from each corner. It's really cold here, and but you can tell that there probably used to be guards here, but they've fucked off. So yeah, now before you, adult silver dragon stands in what seems to be a shackled state with, a series of broken dragon eggs about. You could kind of put two and two together. This is likely the mother of the three dragons you faced in the arena. Though, as she turns to look at you, you don't seem to get any kind of anger, or it's more of an assessment of, are you a threat? Kind of more animalistic, that kind of emptiness. Not the kind of high intelligence you'd expect of an aged dragon.
Yo, should we go in?
I think it's up to you. Because everyone else seemed to say they were on the boat.
Oh, no, I'm around.
Oh, okay, cool. Great, then Leo says, yeah. Oh, I assumed you already opened the door. That's why I'm telling you what's inside. So, guess what? You're in there.
Perfect. Hey, Mama Dragon. I will say that in Draconic. Just a heads up. We killed Sidon. Do you not want to be here anymore?
She inclines her head as if to assent.
I don't know much about locks, but I can try to unlock your chains. As long as you pinky promise that you will not eat me in the process. Don't taste good, and I am riddled with worms.
Actually, among the things you were able to get off of Thales' body, there is a key that seems to match the style of lock.
Hey.
So
I'll just try this key and hope it works. And I will slowly and reverently approach and give the dragon a nice casual bow before I walk towards where it's chained up. All while thinking, please don't eat me, please don't eat me, please don't eat me, please don't eat me.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't make any movements. It doesn't even seem she can. Chained both to the ground and collared as she is.
I will help this dragon leave this space.
I just unlock the chain.
I'm gonna unlock the chains and then look for how they got this big dragon in here. See if we can also exit that way for said dragon.
Well, as you finish unlocking the chains, they fall away almost all at once and begin to retract. And the dragon stands up to its almost full height before quickly shifting and changing back into a silver-haired version of you.
Oh, is that what I'm gonna look like when I'm older? Cool.
I mean, it's not aged in any way. It just has silver hair.
I'm not gonna age. What are you talking about? I'm just gonna grow white hair.
Mm.
I have the audacity of youth on my side.
Hey, Borhild, is that your mom?
No.
Oh, watch out. Leo's gonna steal another mom.
Not my mom. Hello. I'm Borkild. This is Leo.
Hi.
She stares at you and then gives like an inclination of the head and begins just walking out beyond the hallway wherever you came from, and then like turns back to see if you're going to show her the way out.
Yes. I will bring her upstairs to where Oath's boat is, if it's still up there. Otherwise, I will let her follow us as we go back to our big boat in the water.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not already
Whichever
down
boat
there,
is
then
closest.
what?
Whichever boat right now is closest. Sky one or the ground one, sea one.
Oh, it's definitely this guy one. So you're able to. I'll say you're just able to creep back up there without much incident. Then, and she'll load up, and from there, we'll
I will give her the rundown through inane ramblings of. So we basically cleared this entire tower. We took out Sidon as well, and whatnot. Just so you know, our buddy Threnos will probably stay here for a bit, maybe forever. We don't know yet. It's really upsetting, but we're not talking about it because then we might start crying.
She doesn't respond or seem to give much thought to you beyond you are a person making sounds.
Perfect. I will give her a good berry as well.
She'll smile, and rather, you'll see your own face smile back at you.
Cool vibes.
Anyway, back on the Ultros, now everyone is once again gathered. Borghild and Leo are accompanied by another Borghild, though clearly marked with silver hair. The crew is, of course, ecstatic at your return, and like even more so as they're kind of told like, "Hey, the people who aren't here aren't dead. They're just we're making it work." Obviously, the exception of Nessa, who is brought on and is going to be brought to a space where she can be kept in respect until perhaps some magic can be done on her. But yeah, the rest of you who came down early on the boat will turn to see two Borghilds boarding.
I'm still the real Borghild. This is a friend we made along the way, who might be a dragon as a person. She's not very chatty, which is weird if she's supposed to embody, emulate, or be like me. Oh, sorry.
She kind of just looks over the group with the same kind of assessing eyes that one would expect of of like a cat almost.
Where did you find them?
Remember how that big bug lady queen thing was like chained up?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine a much bigger room with a much bigger dragon inside of it. And then this key I found happened to work.
I don't even know what to make of this. After everything that just happened, and now this.
I mean, Eliana, she seems pretty chill. You're pretty chill, right? And I'll look at white-haired, silver-haired Borghild and try to get a vibe check on her.
You can roll insight if you like. She'll just stare back at you plainly.
Like, realistically, how much will this change? We kept Steros for how long? He was decidedly not chill.
Yeah, I mean, she seems like she's just fascinated by what has occurred. Whatever intentions she may have are kind of being formed as she comes around to them. Like, it's not outright malicious, but she's not like, oh, these are new friends. Like, these people have not attempted to harm me yet, and they seem to continue to give me food.
Are you okay?
She, like, will nod. but not to such a degree where she clearly understood the question. More like there was the kind of question marky thing happening at the end of your voice, and she knows nodding is a positive response.
I know that was a loaded question with the fact that you were chained to Sidon's tower. If you want to eat, there's a galley downstairs, along with places to sleep. I'm sure you might.
She takes off as soon as you mention food and motion with your hand, and just you hear a great commotion coming from your stockkeepers and the chef on board, as it seems that they are very confused why Borghild is doing what she's doing right now.
When you said a very large dragon, how large were you implying?
Well, like if you look at the size of our boat, maybe just like a little bit smaller than that.
Oh.
You've seen an adult silver dragon before. You would be able to adequately or rather an adult-sized dragon before, you'd be able to comprehensively compare it to Hexia.
We might need to raid the tower's blotters before we leave. But that large of a creature would probably go through our supplies.
I mean, she's not that large right now. She's just my size. At least for now. We don't think about it too hard.
Well, thankfully, if Oath is letting us use his airboat, it would just be a quick up and down.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Really shouldn't be using this too much, actually.
is it volatile?
Oh, certainly. I mean, there was always some concerns with combustion in the way that I'm doing it right now. Given I never know perfectly how the magic interacts with physics here, and my own studies have shown that different lands here can have different oxygenated contents. It could really... I'm amazed it got up and down as it did, and I was very glad it was able to hold up, trying to catch up to Bullbug there.
Okay. Then I guess we just kind of take stock before we leave, just to make sure we don't need to raid the tower's
Anyone
waters.
shoot a message to Threnos and be like, hey, can we
I
do a
will
drive-through order?
I will say you guys have been to several islands, and in the background, because I assumed no one wanted to actually track logistics for every trip, I have had your crew working diligently on making sure they forage.
No scurvy here.
Well, certainly not. You're not going on far enough voyages for that kind of thing. A few days at sea is not nearly long enough to get a detriment of vitamins in your diet. But yeah, beyond that, does anyone do anything in the meantime, or is this like a hey, let's get back out to the open sea, away from the tower, and like we can figure out next steps there situation?
Yeah.
I was gonna maybe introduce, or maybe have me and my dragon just like peek and see what the vibe is. If
Just your dragon?
huh?
Just your one dragon?
I can bring everyone, and we all just like.
Aren't you forgetting somebody? Someone who's really enthusiastic about eggs, perhaps?
Oh yes.
I swear, as soon as the new baby came around, no.
Shoved off to the side like scum.
No,
We don't need you
never.
to.
Like
Useless.
every eldritch child.
Sure, yeah, I mean, you and Mykonos can, yeah, you're bringing the babies, so Nikia.
Yeah. Honestly,
can-
anyone else who wants to come in, or just
Head- I just want to razz you for getting your firstborn.
True.
Damn.
Technically, actually, you already did have a firstborn, but that was.
We don't
then
talk about that.
Well, yeah, then you went on vacation for a long time with new mom. It's fine. There's no
Yep.
tragedy there.
Nope.
That being said, the three of you can gather. Kind of obviously, the larder is on the lowest levels of the ship, and can see that essentially this Borghild is just shoveling entire apples. Like, no concept of core or anything like that. Apples, raw hunk of meat is being chewed on and intermittently, and then like there's a bit of bread and stuff like held in the crook of the elbow here that's also just being like crunched on occasionally. This is like, as you enter, like your head of alert, like, you know, your stockkeeper was. Is Borghild okay? She has changed her hair and did not speak to any of us before breaking into several storages. I'm concerned for nothing else but her stomach after eating so many of those seeds.
You know, yeah, it's okay. This is not Borghild. This is
Other Borghild.
other Borghild.
You hear on your shoulder from Mykonos, empty.
Oh no, yeah? I whisper, actually.
Well, it's a pseudo dragon. Your connection is almost like telepathic at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you talk rather. They make sounds that only you understand. So yeah, you turn and whisper, like the others we saw before. So wrong.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. And then, so yeah, immediately I grab other babies and it's like, you know what? On second thought, I'm not gonna introduce-
Quick pirouette. Like,
Yep. And I was like, cool. All right, thank you. It's just, I couldn't sense anything. So, and then they hadn't like talked to me, or us, anyone. And so like, they've just, done simple gestures, but all right, we'll just keep an eye. And honestly, yeah, I think I go to the crew and kind of whisper to them, hey guys, so the dragon might be undead or just...
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Oh,
Do you mean
sorry.
us or your ship crew?
No, sorry, yeah. You guys. The team, sorry.
Oh no, we're starting to panic.
No, that would be awful. Okay.
What happened to all the
Thank you for
dragons?
clarifying.
What do you mean there's not a dragon on the ship?
Right.
Or yeah,
What?
I could be more subtle and just say, hey, other Borghild is odd.
No, this is a far lore reach, in regards to things that you were told. This is all the way back with like in the initial entry in a story and everything. But essentially, the current other order of the Dragonlords, their dragons seemed like they were almost hollow and like false dragons, like still very much dragony, but something was off about them. And I mean, so this could be a kind of progenitor of that group.
Cool. But like, we never figured out why.
Yeah, well, there was that weird ritual the Lutherians were trying to... I almost said Lutherans. The Lutherians were trying to do to your egg a while back.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
So does that mean I should not try to hit on her to see what it would be like to sleep with myself?
Look, there's levels of narcissism
No.
that you could attempt to hit there, but it's the you got to do the Harkness test on this one, and I don't think it passes, unfortunately.
Damn. There goes my Friday night.
Yeah, but they seem fine, but I think we have to just be on our guard.
Well, if this is a progenitor, if we can figure out what happened and see if there's a way to fix or reverse or whatever that might be, I can look into figuring it out after resting. But it might take time. It's just the point that they seem non-hostile. It seems to just continue for now. Try to figure it out. Moment.
Yeah, I agree. Like they were chained up, so if they were not friends with them, hopefully we can be nice, play nice.
I wish Mikros could be a little more specific.
You wish Mikros could make moral judgments on people more often?
Or
Be a
just-
little more like wrong. Sound less like a Dalek sometimes.
Mm.
Exterminate. Because I know in the morning we'll have to bring I'm blanking on her name now. I have to think about it.
Centaur?
Nessa?
Nessa, thank you, Jesus. I was trying to find her and I didn't see her. Bring Nessa back. And then with our travel, I'll look into what magic's at my disposal to help understand what's going on with. We didn't ever got a name from her, did we? Volkill, did you at all?
We got a name, right, Turk?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, Turk has said her name, but not in canon that we would know. I think.
Yeah.
About this new character, or
Or killed two.
yeah, no.
I know
was
you
like
said I know you
Est
said her name,
Something. Est.
but I know that we don't know that, and it's fine, because it's another way to be like, hey, what do we call you? But we're gonna let the power of gluttony just take its toll. Because I need a little nappy nap.
Yeah, no, I am. I took how many lightning bolts to the chest? I need a
lot.
break too.
You took just a mere handful. You're
A
fine.
mere handful. But
Your whole body is essentially a Lichtenberg figure.
yeah, no, but thanks to you guys, I lived to fight another day. And, it's all I could ask for, I guess.
So clearly you're going to take the fanciest sword around, right?
Oh, the Holy Avenger?
The paladin weapon.
I don't know. Does it look cool with the burning flames just constantly?
I mean, it looks strange because unlike most weapons, which are kind of similar to a Zephos or curved swords, in this case, it is like a straight up medieval longsword style weapon. So it's like almost odd in your hand that this is straight on and does not have the forward grip guard, like hand guard, and instead has the cross section. So, I mean, yeah, it'd probably take a little bit just to get used to the grip not being as ergonomic in your hand.
Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna try to figure what this sword does. But
Yeah.
also,
Are you going to use both against Thylea?
oh yeah, shoot. Because the Titan Slayer really helped a lot.
It's very good. They're
Maybe it
both
could be a
very
good
good.
sword against what's his fuck?
Who?
The big city that we need to go to. The king!
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, are you talking about the Holy, or are you talking about the
King
Slayer?
Grossman.
Yeah, no,
Mitros?
no. She's talking about the King of Mitros.
Oh,
I wasn't sure
Arcaland.
which sword
Esther,
she was-
yeah. Acastus Arcalander. Yeah.
Guess this.
Yeah, Grossman.
Yeah, we can depose him once we're finished dealing with Ding and the Dongs.
Acastus, yeah. That's his name.
I suppose the just kind of like deal with items, since we're kind of, unless there's like something else anyone wants to talk about before we take a quick snooze.
Eliana here advocating like, hey, I'm bleeding to death. Could I please sleep?
No, I just to go over like some of the items, because just to take care of them now while we're gonna be traveling. Because I kind of might want that shield if a certain paladin don't want it.
No, but yeah. If you have a use for the Holy Adventure, go for it.
No, I can't. It's only for paladins.
Oh, actually, I should
Yes.
just look it up.
Yes, you should look it up. While you're doing that, is anyone else doing anything in the immediacy, or should we take ourselves to a quieter moment away from the Tower of Praxis?
So, under the assumption that the babies are fine.
The
Are-
baby?
shall
Yeah,
I
yeah.
use The dragons.
Yeah, they're fine.
Has my baby hatched?
No.
Cool.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go hold my egg,
I
curl up with my.
I thought yours
eye
did
bar.
hatch.
Have an egg.
I don't think Borghild or mine has.
Dude, mine hasn't either.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
hold up. I thought
All the boys
dead
had
certain.
their eggs hatched.
I thought for certain that at least Heck and Defera's were hatched.
Nope.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
That's fuck. Excuse you. Anyway. For right now. Anyone doing anything, or we're just sailing out to sea, if that's okay?
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
just head out.
I'm like, I'll look back at the tower, kind of sadly.
You feel a presence. It is, of course, Kira, who whispers in your ear, "Did you smooch?"
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
You killed the weather boy.
Whether, yeah, you're right. You're actually right.
The only whether I'm worried about is whether or not you actually built up enough balls to kiss the dude you're in love with.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can read about it when I write it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah? Wow, that's so cool.
It's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't wait for the verse. And then we waited way too long to admit we liked each other.
Sometimes it happens like that. I don't know what to tell you, Kira.
Sometimes it happens like that, and sometimes, several days in the past, someone was trying to set you up for success in the woods on the road to Astoria. Prophesying even my domain. I'm calling that stuff. I'm proud of you. Gosh.
Oh.
Also, what is that? And she looks at the skull the crew is finding a spot for, and literally stops and is just she grips the rail.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the tower.
Yep. Right at the tippity top in the vault.
I need to talk to my brother. And she just turns and leaves and stops bothering you about that.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, the sail out from Praxis is actually quite enjoyable. Though, of course, the eternal question does begin to arise, and I'll put y'all on the correct sheet so you guys can see. Those at home will have to imagine the constellations map, just for this moment at least. Yeah. Where to next? 15 days remain in the Oath of Peace. 1 day remains in your day of feasts.
In about how much time does it take to get to our next destination? Well, the one that we really should be going to.
That's what I'm curious about. Where would you like to sail? Because approximations are it's about 6 days to get to Charybdis again. 4 days to head back to Mitros if you'd like. 4 days to Typhon and 2 days to Chimera Island, though that has largely, I think, been written off by this crew as inconsequential, which is totally fair. I will say behind the scenes, I will save you some time and worry. It is a place where, shocker, a certain chimera of Grecian legend might reside. That would have been a challenge early on, perhaps, but at this point, I think one of you could probably handle it. So if we need a fun little epilogue, we could descend on Chimera Island and ruin something's day. Anyway. The options, of course, then being, do you sail north to the Maw and Typhon, or then northwest and then back southwest to Charybdis, as the path straight westward has a lot of other island ranges and ridges that make it a bit more difficult to navigate, and would also probably, as you're told by your more ocean-going crew, it'd be a fantastic place to have a fleet dry docked. And rather, not dry docked, but rather sitting and waiting in shallower waters for an attack, so. Following the trade routes might be more beneficial in this moment. Now, nobody make the decision all at once here. But, you know, you also are allowed to talk about it out with your outside voices.
I think we should go to Lutheria.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Go beat her ass.
Which requires a
Oh.
conversation with Chandras that not all of us are well equipped in.
Well, with the destination of Charybdis set for that raging whirlpool that you were once almost pulled into, the crew begins literally setting the sail, and winds fill it eagerly enough, and you begin cutting the waters as you once had in days of old, that being like 3 days ago when you were sailing into Praxis. But yeah, as night falls on the 15th day, on a very quiet day of movement and sail, obviously you have pretty much the full day to interact. I will say the one thing that jumps out, Eliana, are you alone at any point in time during the day? I assume yes, but I would love for you to tell me if there's a specific moment that would jump out to you, that you would just be like alone with your thoughts on the ship.
I don't know if she's ever really alone with Cassius around on the ship.
Cassius
Unless-
notwithstanding, as you are a bonded entity together.
Probably early morning due to meditation. Just kind of at the, I don't remember ship names.
Ultras.
No, not that.
Oh, parts of the ship.
Yes. Aft? Is that the rear? Maybe? No? No?
The stern.
Okay. The stern of the ship. Just kind of watching.
Aft is also correct, but yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so smart. No.
Yeah, fore and aft. Anyway, yes, on the back of the ship where the Monostokos would be spectrally manning the wheel. But beyond that, of course, he does not really pay attention. He's the ship.
And just kind of watching what we pass.
Well, remember when your amulet used to talk to you?
Yeah, I was really fucked up.
Hey, it's gonna do that again.
Oh, jeez.
The small voice that you know now to be Chelsea, the Titan of Swiftness that was your ancestor, speaks a bit more clearly, not only because my current setup is perhaps not as great for whisper talking as I found out several times, but also you've eliminated a major threat in this world to her safety. I believe I can help the one you have brought aboard. The creature, the dragon. I could gain something from it as well.
Ow.
My freedom can be bought by escaping in movement and foregoing the body I have. I would inhabit her mind. I would take as much control as I can. I would be free. She would be more. It is a voided creature, emptied of a soul by an ancient ritual my sister has learned long ago.
How... It's not that I don't necessarily trust or believe, but understand where I'm coming from. How do I know that's true?
You can't. It's difficult to prove the existence or non-existence of a soul, my child. There is naught but bringing me in this amulet that you bear close to it again, so that I might yet live.
There is no real way to get down to a bottom of a volcano through a lake of liquid rock.
My mind can speak to you through the amulet that you bear. My connection to this world is maintained there. My mind can pass beyond it to occupy her as I do this amulet. I would then be able to forgo my body so trapped beneath the earth. I could live once again.
So what, I have to bring this hallowed dragon to Fire, I think it was Fire Island?
Yeah.
To,
No. Bring the dragon to you. Simply walk close to her.
I don't need to, like... It sounds stupid. I don't need to put... I'm kind of like gesturing and acknowledging, like, saying that she is the amulet. I need to put you on her? It? Them?
She. I was able to touch close enough to know Nefele is empty, but knows at least its own name. But she is empty. I more so ask for permission. As I've seen what you do to great powers who turn against you. I do not want this to be a betrayal, but a cooperation. A partnership. As we have done so well before, my child.
It is not just my decision to make. I would have to ask the others. It's a group effort.
The decision lies with you.
But not the consequences. If things were to go awry, people would look at all of us. Majoritively me. Hence, this... The oath we took together meant to be working through everything. Even this. I'm not... How do I put it? I am not the ultimate decider of all things. Even of this. But I will consider what you've said. And, well, you're connected. You'll know the answer.
Understand the ways you are bound. And the voice does not seem to respond further beyond that. But yeah, beyond that, we can kind of go before y'all head to bed that night a little bit, kind of wind the clock back. Pythor and Kira would have gathered you and approached you all in your cabin, assuming most people are finding ways to be doing as little as possible with their bodies, given the extreme effort you all have exerted. If that's okay, if there's anyone who doesn't, who says, hey, I would not be here in the cabin, I'd be off on my own, doing my own thing, you can let me know. Otherwise, I would assume most people just hanging out Well, anyway, Kira will kind of open. We saw you were able to bring on the Skull of Balmitra to the ship, and, well, we wanted to make one request of you, given the importance of this item, to either return it or see it given a proper burial by burning. Pythor will kind of very important to us to make sure that it's, you know, one of the first dragons to bond with a rider as a Dragonlord. We would make it worth your while, all of you. We would implore our mother to imbue great power upon you, if possible. Anything within our bounds. It would not fall within the oath's parameters, but we understand there is a timeline to think of and much to do, so we didn't want to rush you, but seeing it done would be something we both like to petition to you. In fact, we've spoken with our sister. Kira cuts in, the ugly one, in case anyone forgot. Yes, and our father. Kira seems to mention, like, it's like she physically like holds a hand as if to imply, you know, the short one. They have also agreed to our offer. And I kind of just begin looking about the room.
I mean, is there a preference of the two ways? Because, I mean, the thing that I immediately thought of is, you know, she should be whole. So, you know, taking her back to where her horn was.
The horn was originally in the temple. Her body in the Acropolis would be difficult to access.
Oh.
But I think I might be able to muster up enough makes a flex strength to move the cover. It's a heavy stone. And of course that coming from the god of strength.
It's a lot.
It's so hard.
But yeah, he makes it like that would be, of course, preferable. But also, the ways of this land are to cremate, and she would be joined with ash as well.
While they've been talking and asking this, Borghild has been coloring in her notebook to show them a picture with a pyre on top of it. Would something like this work if we used one of our lifeboats? Or maybe Oath's boat that was going to blow up anyways? It's the way we would bury heroes where I am from. Not really bury, but send them to the halls of the slave.
We have little need for our dead to go onward. A small island, even an outcropping of rocks large enough to hold the skull, would do for a pyre. No need to lose one of the lifeboats. One of our landing craft.
Because it's been so long. When we were at the necropolis, we didn't find her bones, did we?
No, you found her tomb.
Yeah, I know we saw it.
It is a massive. I can. Well, let me see if I can pull up the actual map here. It is archived. Those are S's, P's, Necropolis. Let me see. Yeah, I can move you back just to take a quick glance at the map here. Up in the giant pyramid figure was the tomb of Balmitra. Everything else, the internal kind of tombs that were built into the cliffside here, were the graves of great Dragonlords of the past and their mounts, but the entirety of that temple had a solid square kind of coffin, the cover of which apparently the god of strength is saying is incredibly heavy. So to move that would be a feat, but still, like, yeah, she was. You have no idea how Balmitra is otherwise preserved, other than there is decidedly a difference in how she was kept safe versus even forgetting people's names. The axe. Xander.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Xander was even prepared in a more traditional to this land method, which seems to be, for people, it's sarcophagi and tombs and like mazes to keep them safe. Balmitra was just this secondary structure that dominated the landscape.
I also forget where the necropolis was.
The necropolis was back in the Heartlands, so not too bad. I will say it would be upriver, which is not impossible for the Ultras to achieve. You would go past Astoria, and then, essentially, you could actually go through a secondary inlet that kind of reaches out and around to where Astoria is, and you'd be close to disembark there and probably make it within half a day's journey. At the rate y'all move, you could probably even make that faster. It would take time. That would overshoot you past. That would be back up to where you fought Hexia, that kind of Isle of the Dragon up there. If you had taken east into a kind of inlet there, the sort of fjord style, that would have gotten you really close to the necropolis at Tillamook. Necropolis of Tillamook, rather.
Right.
So it's a journey, but you could also, of course, hold a funeral pyre in many of the outlying, smaller, unnamed islands on your travels.
Exactly. I want this to be like part of, like, the people to be a part of it too. So that's kind of why I was counting more for that.
But
is there an urgency behind it?
No. Just whenever you get the chance. Think about it. We don't need a promise from you now. We just want to let you know this is something we care about, and would like to see done, rather than see this end up in another trophy hall.
It almost look like it's like hurting them, or at least hurting their hearts, that it's on our boat right now, weighing heavy on them.
You can make an insight check. I mean, it's obviously like, yeah, this is causing a level of like, this is yeah, like this is hurting them. Like this is something that clearly affects them deeply, which is not to be, a surprise given the connection between the early Dragonlords and the god and the Five. They kind of came around at the same time. The battle, like some legends, well, not that you would know, rather because you're new here. But some legends would say that the heroism of the Dragonlords inspired the Five to come to this land and save the cities that they did. So, no, but like on a personal level, you could clearly see they are both very much like, hey, we want to do right by Balmitra. To a very personal degree, I'd say is fair.
What if we were to stop with just our crew? I know it's not all the people of Mitros.
Sorry, I cut out there a little bit on the end there. What was that?
Oh. What if we were to stop at an outcropping at an island? I know it's not everyone in Mitros that would be able to witness it at the same time.
Oh, Kira will. The people have had their chance to mourn. Those who knew Balmitra have mostly all passed, or have made their peace, certainly by this point. It would be to ensure that the entirety of the body was given funeral rites.
First spot we see on the way to Lutheria?
Gives you a nod. We'll speak with the crew about making sure everything's ready. No need to worry. You all should rest. And if there's nothing else, they'll leave you be.
How is Leo looking when this is all? You doing,
Yeah,
buddy?
Leo, how are you feeling? Balmitra was one of the OGs. I mean, you might not have personally known Xander super well, but yeah, you definitely know of him. He's like the fucking Captain America of the past. You might be Captain America of this time period, but this is what's a better example of this? You're Barry Allen seeing Jay Garrick, right? You're finding the old Flash's stuff.
Yeah, no, I think he's totally down to do this. And yeah, he's I guess mournful and I think just thinking more about mortality and what happens after you are gone.
Right. But all right. Borville, do you have any reaction or that you wanted to gauge from that, or?
I'll give him a pat on the shoulder. We won't talk about our feelings.
Okay. in that case, night descends. The scene with Eliana happens, but I think there's going to be a good spot for us to take our first break of the evening. So, everybody, if you haven't already, please make sure you give yourselves a good break here as we do the same. As we'll get right back into it once we're back. Please handle your liquids and take good care of yourself, because we'll be back shortly. And in the meantime, Michelle, if you could please take us a break. Hello again, everybody. We are back. So I hope those liquids are handled. There will be a test at the end of this. So anyway, back on the Ultros, 14 days remain in the Oath of Peace, 5 days remain in your sail to Charybdis. The gods of this land have asked you to see to the funeral of a dragon skull, and Eliana has to deal with a overeager grandmother. So, plenty going on. You've all gained the benefit of a long rest. So if you haven't already done that for your sheet, please feel free to do so now. Yeah. Does anything jump out to anyone as particularly important as you start your day? Anyone want to discuss anything with the group, perhaps?
Yes.
Whoa!
I never would have guessed.
Oh my god.
That's-
Wow. Yeah. I will ask people to, gather around as we have a bit of a situation. I've been informed that our dragon friend, who I already forgot the name of, out of character.
Oh,
It was Nephele.
Nephele, I think?
Nephele.
Nephele.
I was close.
Is unfortunately hollow. It appears she is.
filled up yesterday.
It is because she is without soul.
I mean, that's a big problem.
Yes. And I do believe that, as we might have thought, that this was where the rest of the dragons that were not right came from. Or perhaps this was the success. Not necessarily came from this dragon, but this was the first ritualistic success. Regardless, another matter came up that I have possibly the capabilities of assisting one of the Titans that has offered to assist us, as well as I won't sugarcoat it. It's using Nephele in a way. They would inhabit her mind and filling in the gaps where Nephele has gone and can't come back. They spoke with me about this, given our dealings with Thylea and her story with the twins and their tyranny. This was not something to make a decision by myself, because we don't know what the outcome would be.
think I'm a little confused. You said you spoke with this Titan?
Yes.
What?
There are more than just two Titans?
Yeah.
There's essentially a family. It's difficult to explain. But I have a connection to them, although I'm not sure what much that helps with. Anyway, it's Turk again because I'm a forgetful piece of shit. Which Titan was this?
Chelsea, a Titan of swiftness.
Okay. Chelsea, the Titan of swiftness, who has been imprisoned beneath the volcano of Fire Island. As we know that she is still alive, but we don't have a real way of, getting her out from a lake of molten rock. But they said that much like how they communicate with me, they may be able to essentially inhabit Nephele. It would essentially free them in a way. It would not bring Nephele back. There isn't really a way to bring Nephele back after what they've done to her. But it is either that, or we'd have to deal with Nephele ourselves, regardless.
I don't know. I feel really weird about it because the fella, like, she can't agree to this, right? Like,
Correct. I am of the understanding she is without soul, which means she's without mind. She's without purpose. Her body exists for merely on survival instincts. I would surmise it's why she was likely so ravenous that the body needs to fill something in a physical manner that it can't mentally or spiritually do. So comes out with hunger.
I mean, is there anybody else we can ask about maybe helping her? Like, I don't know if the Five would have any answers on this weird, like, soul-stealing magic, but
What about Chandras?
maybe.
Do we trust him with the idea that someone soulless is walking around this boat? Oh,
I'm sure he'd make a quip about it.
yeah, that's the minimum.
I did want to look into ways at possibly helping her, but if her soul truly is gone from her body, I don't have a way to... We wouldn't have a way to return something like that. That would require divine intervention. Maybe not even then. But I did want to discuss it with you all.
I'm really glad you brought this to us.
you would like to maybe speak with Chandris, I will go prepare. Hold on, Nessa. I'll go prepare the ritual for bringing Nessa back.
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
Takes an hour. Sorry for dumping this all on you. Morning, bye.
This is like this week.
As Ileana leaves, I suppose the question becomes, do you guys turn to each other, or are you all in your own minds about this?
I mean, I just kind of looked at the group. I was like, I don't know what the right answer is.
Does anyone want to talk to Kira about it simultaneously? Dibs on not it.
Oh wait, shit, I'm Kira. Damn.
I was like, was she listening this whole time?
Yeah, I can go ask Kira. I was thinking about it. I was also thinking of just maybe talking to Mikros, but I don't think you guys would take advice from a tiny, cute little boy.
What's
How
it
did
you
you guys
all?
say?
I would do that.
They should take advice from me.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
you
advice
should take
do you
advice
have?
from them.
Unfortunately, you do not understand the
That's fine,
pseudo
because he
dragon.
only speaks
Yep.
Like telepathically to Leo, who has to respond. Yeah, it is a bonded
Yep.
creature. Just these ones should seek knowledge in egg rearing.
You guys should all
They
be
have not.
better mothers.
Wow.
I don't have any kids.
You have an egg.
That's an egg.
Be better than me. Because I did a bunch of stuff I shouldn't have done. You learn from my mistakes.
What were your
Let's see,
mistakes?
yeah.
How? I don't even have my
Egg
egg
was-
on me right now.
I've
There
done
are. Yeah, there. To recap briefly for those who are joining us after a bit, Leo's egg was in a tomb, was then stolen. Has several times been in situations where was nearly broken in treacherous states. But hey, Nakia is great. There's nothing wrong with
Here
them.
now. She turned out fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
We
And
supposed to
I'll-
do something with the eggs? I just kind of left mine with the wolf.
The wolf.
Yeah, that's watching over Ivar.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, no, there was a particular note of building specific incubators, so to speak, because every dragon egg has certain set needs. You would have, this would not be new information for you. This would have been, something in the background of just like, Pythor did oversee the construction of basically like inbound harnesses to hold eggs in the respective material that would most help their development.
Yeah, my egg's in that.
Cool. Yeah, I assumed as much. Which is probably the best you can do. It just takes time. I should also note for note keeping, and Kome has, of course, also remained in the Tower of Praxis. For those viewers at home who are screaming at it, but what about the dragon?
But yeah, Mikros has always said that the hollow dragons are always sensed as being wrong. Just something that's, very off with them. So let me go talk to Kira. Hopefully they have some insight and some advice. Because right now, yeah, I don't know where I lean at it for this thing. And I think, yeah, Leo just he just walks out.
All right, the rest of you, anything occurring, or is the scene played out?
I'm gonna go stare at my egg. Because that's all I know about egg rearing. I don't have a little pocket dragon to tell me the secrets.
I'm dragging my feet on it, but I'm gonna go talk to Chandra.
Okay. Someone's talking to Tundra, someone's going to talk to Kira. Someone is getting Nessa prepared. Someone's staring at an egg. Can I ask briefly what we have our dear form of Medusa up to?
She's napping.
Hell yeah. I mean, well deserved, frankly.
I gotta sleep for like 24 hours after finding a fucking Titan.
Titan and several demi-titans.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, they'd be full-blooded titans, just not fully within their power, you know. They didn't fuck around.
No, they did not.
They, oh boy. What are they called? Empyreans. It would be Empyreans, in case anyone was curious. So yeah, with that settled, does anyone have something want to call first? You know, or otherwise, I can kind of.
Like I can be the first one.
Great. Let's go talk to Kira. I'll put on the campfire Kira song and. Kira will just be, you know, busting out on the lyre, not playing a super hard song or anything, but just, you know, keeping her fingers nimble for reasons. Got to break some people in the back half of this campaign. There's an epilogue that demands a lot of finger work. But yeah, she kind of is playing for a small group of the crew who are going about their work.
Yeah, I think I rustle up next to them, and then kind of just awkward, like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?"
Leo, I don't think you've ever stopped asking me questions. If it was ever a problem before, I would have absolutely called it out.
Well, you like to talk, so I figured.
Wow. Look at you, telling the truth.
Always. But now we have like a hard truth that we're trying to see if we can solve. Our new Borghild, I guess, is a hollow dragon, like just someone without a soul. And Chelsea? I guess wants to take over their body. And I think the question we're having is just, is there any way to save someone without a soul?
normally I'd be like, that's a bigger question than I'm ready for, but I guess you literally did bring that to a goddess, huh? Look, I mean, I've felt it. The kind of hollowness of the dragons that have sprung up in the service of the Archalanders, Acastus and his ilk. No, that's not the right word. Acastus and his gaggle of misfits. Acastus and his wannabes. Are riding around on creatures like that. And it's weird. I mean, they are alive. They think to an extent. They are bonded, assumedly. But yeah, you feel it. Their absence. The hollow that could be possessed by something at a moment's notice. If this is the work of that Lutherian cult and Lutheria in general, I don't know, it's terrifying. Because it means that other eggs have been and potentially will continue to be taken as long as that cult exists, and they will be turned into these things. Sorry, not your question. Not your question at all. Damn, I do like to talk. Damn it, Leo. You're not allowed to be right about things. Try to be a neutral party between you and your ex. Like, I don't know. She hasn't talked to me lately, so I guess I'm more on your side. Oh no. I didn't realize I was inherited by a person in the breakup. Look, sorry, cause you literally said Chelsea, and well, that was one of the daughters of Sidon, so that makes sense. That it be a I don't know. The Titans who aren't Sidon Lutheria, they might be better. Hell, they might just want out of here after everything. It's a gamble. It might not even impact anything. It might not matter other than to merge two beings together. Let one ride piggyback on another. Not that you'd have any frame of reference for riding around on another creature and trying to share a mental space to some degree with it, would you? Your line is, "Oh, gee, I guess I do." You're so smart, Kira. I'm gonna tell Eliana about how hot you are.
You want me to tell her?
Oh, she already knows.
Oh, okay. But no, yes, you are right. I was just I never thought of it.
The divine presence that emanates from my mind even amazes me sometimes. No, I don't know. That's up for you all to decide. I, personally, if Chelsea doesn't do it, Lutheria might. And I don't think Lutheria would ask. I don't even know what they're still doing on the ship. I have seen they've mostly been kept from going further in to the rest of the stores, but haven't seen them leave the lower decks yet. So
Yeah. Maybe I'll go check in on them to make sure they're not getting into trouble. Thanks. I really appreciate your advice.
well, I am a goddess, so I guess it's okay. You could ask me questions about the world whenever you want. Gosh, I'm like a living lexicon of everything that's ever happened. Maybe I'll lift a great song again at some point. Who knows?
I can't wait to hear it.
Well, yeah, you better be in fucking attendance. I'm gonna blow the tunic off of little siren over there. They're gonna need to blow a siren. How badly I'm gonna. Anyway.
I'll let you get
That got
back to
weird.
your finger exercises or whatever you're doing.
I mean, you're more than free to observe. You might learn a thing or two. About musical instruments, of course. What are your minds going off to?
I was talking about your lyre.
I'm an excellent liar.
But cool. I guess I head downstairs.
Alright, we'll jump briefly from that to... Let's talk to Egg.
Eeg.
You are looking at an egg, Borkild. What do you do with this egg?
I'm gonna stare at it and poke it or whatever's vessel is containing it a couple times. Ask if anyone's in there. Look around to see if anyone's looking before I try to take it out of its incubator.
No, it seems like you have a moment alone briefly.
I don't know, Leo walked around with his. I feel like I should be able to. Just gonna grab my egg and walk it over to where Ivar and my wolf are just kind of hanging out. And I'm gonna make those sounds in hopes that they work as well.
Yes, that's clearly the the key.
That's how it works. I don't know how to make an egg hatch. I don't know how to nurse an egg. I don't know anything about eggery, and I don't have a pseudo dragon bonded to me to help me and guide me. But, I'm just wiggling around. I'm just gonna sit there with an egg for a while. Maybe start singing if I get too bored. Holding an egg.
Just brooding with it.
Keeping it warm against my belly.
You'll hear a familiar, deep voice. Some say it is beneficial for the partner to keep it close like that, but I'd be careful not to hug it too tightly.
Is it because I'm shredded now? I'll flex because I got that new belt before, or when we got in the town.
You got gloves.
Yeah, and now I'm shredded.
I mean, unexpected strength isn't the best, frankly, I have to say, but
Why is
probably
it
will
unexpected? I found these
walk
gloves,
around.
I put them on, and it's mine. They're strong now.
Not knowing your own strength is a weakness.
That's probably fine. Sorry, I know you're the god of
Just-
strength, and I should probably be.
Just cautioning against trying to hold this too closely to your chest here. You're not going to magically make anything happen by willing it.
Do you know anything about egg rearing?
Of course. I have plenty of eggs I've had to take care of. I have a lot of kids.
Right. Like I said, do you know anything about egg rearing? I feel like people are a little bit different, and last I checked, you have seed, not eggs.
He like takes a moment to laugh. I mean, I built these constructs here. My old days of learning from the Dragonlords of old have proven these to be effective. I know a thing or two if you have questions.
Yeah, I have all of the questions. How? What is it? What kind of dragon is it? Is it gonna be one of those hollow ones like Borghild 2?
Borghild 2.
Yeah, the white-haired one. Apparently she's hollow. She doesn't have a soul. I don't even know how someone can exist without a soul. My egg have a soul in it? I'm just gonna hold it up towards him.
Kind of pushes it back down. Just, your egg is fine. You didn't, you're worried, of course. I can understand, but it'll be fine. As for the type, it seems to be a bit of a deep dragon egg. That makes sense if you found it on an island as odd as the one you did. That's why, well, I've kept it out of as much direct light as possible.
Oh. If I carry it around, I should put it under a shirt. Get a bigger shirt. I need to get a shirt.
I suppose you could. You could also just leave it here and care to it when it's ready.
You don't have to keep his egg in this thing?
Nikia was hatched almost immediately upon boarding the Ultros. There wasn't much to worry about. The others, they took their time. And Comier was hatched in the crow's nest. Makes sense. Cassius was in a special container already. That was from my sister, the smart one, not Kira.
I figured as much.
But there's no magic to this. There's no... Yes, let's quickly cast the spell and cause the egg to hatch. If you're worried about Dragon not having a soul, that's, I think, par for the course for doing that kind of thing. It just needs time. You found the egg very recently. Give it time. It has to develop, feel you out, and when it's ready, they'll come out, greet you, and... Well, hopefully you have a name ready.
They won't tell me their name? And
Who
to
has a
choose it
name
for
when they're born?
themselves?
Who has a name when they're born?
No,
Like, there's respect for the autonomy of a person, and then there's, hey, guess what? You're doing everything on your own, kid. Like, being a parent is okay.
I'll think about it. God. Never reared an egg before.
As I expect you haven't. It sounds like your people don't know much of dragons.
A little bit cold. Oh,
Oh,
the
yes,
Silver
I've...
Warhild did like the cold, or at least she was very.
Amazing. Almost like dragons accustomed to many a different climb.
Then why aren't they where I'm from?
Maybe you taste terrible.
Do I?
No.
Thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna like gently put the egg back. Very gingerly.
It's not magic, Borghild. It's the ways of the land. At some point, you'll have to learn to admit you're part of this whole now, even if you're not from here.
Maybe.
Very well. Best of luck. I'm sure in time your nameless dragon will poke their head out.
Okay, give me a second real quick. And I'm gonna just whisper, like, without Pythor being able to hear, as much as I can in Draconic. You're gonna have a soul. I promise. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm gonna just walk behind Pythor.
Alright, let's go talk to Chandris.
Yeah. What's he doing?
Chandris has kind of retained a post where he was once mostly chained up.
Oh,
Just kind of... Oh, hey, don't say aw. They all did this to him.
I know. Like he doesn't have to stare there now. Shit.
No, he's kind of worked his way up to the top deck near the stairs, but he's making as little bother for everyone else about the crew as he kind of looks out over the sea and seems to be, looking over his own spellbook.
Oh. Like people just kind of look over at the book a little bit. Looks like you had some really handy stuff in there. Thanks for joining the crew to help us out.
Well, I did make a point of saying I would be as helpful as possible. Makes sense that through the guidance of my lady, I was capable, and he closes the book and kind of holds it with two hands. I was able to assist as I did. I'm very fortunate that she still sees use for me.
He was like, I didn't see him get taken down, did I? Like, I don't know. I don't remember if I had blacked out at that
No,
point.
there was a, you were down, yeah, I guess you were down, but I mean, I'm sure
I was down for a
someone
bit.
I'm sure someone would have been like, hey, yeah, Chandra's got up with us without us casting magic on him.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll ask the party. Would someone have mentioned that to the knocked out Calliope?
It's fine if not.
If Chandris was doing anything freaky deaky, I would tell Clyde.
Okay, there you go. At some point over the last night, you heard that Chandra should not have to have resurrecting magic placed on him, despite him dropping like a sack of potatoes to a lightning bolt.
I know it really took the brunt of that, huh? No, I'm glad. I'm glad too that you didn't just get taken out permanently. I almost did too. It was rough.
Yes, well, death is the domain of the one I pray to. To return me to life is perhaps a reassertion I'm on the right path.
So, would you or your lady maybe know something? This is a very strange question. I'm trying to figure out how to word it correctly. Um, the person that I kind of have questions about is very much alive, but their soul isn't present. Um, so I don't quite know if it's possible to return that at all, without, there being a death component. But do you happen to know anything about that?
I mean, you're speaking of an undead?
I don't think I'd even call this necessarily undead either. It's legitimately just someone that is fully alive but has had their soul taken from them.
Ah, the dragons.
Yeah.
They are mirrors of dragons of old. Creatures that were once like the dragons you are raising yourselves, but not able to fully measure up, I suppose. It is something my lady has done to protect these lands, I assume, as a way to create a new order of Dragonlords, as these lands, as these people of the Mitros and Astoria are so keen to want them. I think is a measure of goodwill. They are not the same as the dragons you know, but, well, they will likely be empty. They will not pass on a life to the next world through my lady.
And she's
I'm not
okay
sure
with
beyond
that?
that. She's not a glutton for souls. She does not sit as if she consumes them. She's a shepherd.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If there's not one to pass on at all or to shepherd, period,
Yet,
that's...
yet they serve a purpose to the living. There is no taboo against raising those who would be beneficial. If it is well, then am I without soul now that I've been revived? Is dragon you speak of without soul if it is a shade of another creature that had once lived and now lives again?
It lives again, but it lives very differently. It lives less conscious in a way.
True. And that is a question of how best to deal with it. If there is a way to restore consciousness, I think that might be best. If there is a way to provide a higher standard of living, why not pursue it?
Okay, so we've gotten on the same page there, and so ultimately, you don't know a way to do that, right? Or
That I know.
okay,
No. They are living creatures. They just share many similar capacities with the undead.
mm-hmm. Well, it does make me think now. So this for the purposes of these dragons and this ritual and everything is to raise up, new Dragonlords, and we ourselves kind of motions to the just like the crew, like wherever, like various spots that they are in kind of our own way also rising up to be the next Dragon Lords. Is that necessarily something that is directly in conflict with what your lady is trying to do, or is it the same?
He created dragons to bond with Dragonlords. You are raising dragons to bond with Dragonlords as Dragonlords. I don't know. I think whatever you choose to do would be best. Oh, please tell me in as much detail as you can what exactly we're discussing here. I mean,
I think I'm just trying to understand, because ultimately, I think I'm just getting, I guess, mixed messages in a way, for specifically your lady's intentions, because, there's this whole thing that happened with Ivar and Borghild. You saw all of that. There was conflict because of a message directly from your lady, but then in other circumstances, like the wand, and she procures the wand that she has, she is more or less offered a proverbial olive branch to help. So I'm trying to understand, I guess, because right now I don't.
you wish to know my lady's mind, as
Wouldn't hurt.
do many. How to know the mind of another. How to know the mind of one greater than oneself. It's a question we have to ask ourselves. Borghild and Ivar. Those who seem content to spit on our ways and who came here through the barrier. My lady has power, but to challenge her father, to bring one beyond the barrier, that is a task in and of itself that I do not think my lady could accomplish alone. And to take that risk, she likely would not be able to do it for the entirety of peoples. So, she offered the choice to the crew. She offered them the whole cold, hard truth, that she could not bring them all. The situation they were in, the place they landed, the way their drift, the way their flotsam drifted in the sea, determined the sordid outcome there. Was Borghild starved in an island? I think not.
No,
Crushed under the heel of a tyrant? Certainly.
I guess more of what I'm asking is why. Okay, yes, all of that happened out there at the Isle of the Rock. I'm talking about here on the Ultros, directly pitting them against each other. Why?
That is the question. But was it active influence at that point, or was it a misinterpretation by a starved mind? Ivar was hardly in healthy state. Perhaps he misinterpreted over the many days and months to put some malignant will to my lady. Knowing there was only one who could return home, now being the only one alive, in so much as someone who is revived is alive, truly, which is another topic I feel I could go on to in great depth if you had interest. But, some greater misinterpretation. My lady
dismiss that as a possibility, but we were just talking about, the inability for minds like us to know a mind greater than ourselves, like your lady. I don't think that works in reverse. Wouldn't your lady have maybe an inkling of that being a possibility to happen, and maybe to wait to give such a message before, he gets better?
I suppose, but then again, in that case, couldn't any of the 5 have intervened to assist him? If there is this assumption of good and evil on either side here, my lady offered what abilities she had to the group. Why did not then Mitros, or Pythor, or any of the rest seek to then aid them when they needed strength, guidance, wisdom?
I think they knew not who to ask here.
All the same, a plea offered to the void must be answered by somebody. But we're getting into quite a theological debate here. You had a question about my lady Thylea. As I said, I intend to be an ambassador on your behalf, because I believe we all seek the continued wealth and benefit of those who live in these lands. I think there has been some debate about how to do that. I think the ways in which other followers interpret her will might be different than mine own. I think, given time and the chance to see what she has to offer, and catching her in the right mood, will prove very fortuitous for us, and for all of the lands of Thylea. Even for your friend who wishes to go beyond it.
I don't think I've asked this before, John Riss. How did you first find her? Or did she find you? Either one. I just want to know.
I was born as an orphan in Stygian Row. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I am also a tiefling with horns and blue skin. So I didn't exactly have the most welcoming. The priests at the Temple of Thylea brought me in. Learned magic, and though I came in with many illnesses, weaknesses, and he looks at his hands that are clearly, you know, despite the ages of like clearly grown up, like scarred, like Thylea, my lady, saved me. After many trials, I have earned her confidence. Now, he catches himself. Now I am out and advising once again to the people here. I see no issue with, well, the rest of, well, I see no difference between you and my lady. You both wish to help people. You both wish to see the best in others. You both look to the outcasts for your allies.
Can I
think
tell
there's
from how
care.
he's... Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Like, can I tell from how he said that if he means the Oracle's chosen, or is he talking about Calliope?
I think he's mostly talking about you, but he does kind of in general mean your group. But like, that's why I think there is a chance for a detente, a diplomatic end to a ongoing and brewing conflict. The Oath of Peace doesn't have to be the end of peace.
It sounds like you've had quite a long road to get here. Can you tell me more about those trials?
I suppose. In how much detail would you like me to go? It was a long voyage to the Nether Sea.
Surprise me.
I will paraphrase here because I do not have the. I don't want to like take up the rest of the stream here talking about. And then on this day, but he'll launch into a truly like long story of his own difficulties navigating. Basically having to be taught how to navigate his own ship and taking a small craft and just barely enough food and water to make it out to Charybdis, and watching with like this forlorn hope as his ship seemed to dissolve almost before him, as he barely made it to the docks of the great ship Hypnos. And through there, this kind of labyrinthine political scene where he had to make friends and bargain with next to nothing until he was able to entreat with his lady, who bestowed upon him boons, power, and position. And to hear him say it, like to see her smile, was as if staring into the sun itself, you know. And you get the sense that this dude clearly loves the person he worships.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, now, and then he kind of seems to phrase it as if now he has been sent back to do his lady's work, to advise the people of this land, to do his best to guide where they'll listen. So it's a truly, like, you know, you've heard somebody like, oh, but I went to the Holy Land and I was grappled by the Spirit of God, you know, that kind of thing. It's very like I was reborn in the mold of my divinity kind of thing. But you believe it. This guy clearly has like gone through trials and tribulations. Like,
You've fucking been through it, bro. Holy shit. Okay. So at what point did you meet that strange fox thing in the mirror?
yes. There are a variety of connections my lady has afforded her followers and herself. Connections beyond this place. That particular one was during my time on the Hypnos. There is an Isle of Exiles that is tended to by others of his kind. Those who have broken sacredly held oaths are chained there and kept by the Erinyes. Never dying of hunger or thirst, but they pass of natural causes in time, as we all must do. It is the punishment that all have accepted for oathbreakers. In that, I was able to make some connections and learn much.
Yeah, no, he seemed very curious about really anyone passing by that mirror, and it was a little strange.
He is an inquisitive person. He is a manipulator, and we must deal with those who try to manipulate us. It is a quid pro quo, but we must be careful what we agree to do, as I have been with you all. If you had demand I renounce my faith in my lady, for instance, I would. But to advise and offer my thoughts where needed, I am more than glad to. That is not something that distresses me.
Yeah, I think a lot of, I guess the the right word for it, maybe distrust that the rest of my group has with you is also kind of rooted in the fact that you've mostly really talked to me, not them.
That I most likely circumstance, I think. You're the only one who's really engaged with me on a level that wasn't hostile.
Okay. Yes, I will say I feel like a fair amount of it is also just maybe a more standoffish nature with some of the group. No, I won't lie though, some of the rest of the group is very hostile. But
Perhaps that's why I enjoy speaking with you more. You have a calmer nature than the others. More even-keeled. Level-headed.
so tell me a little bit more about how moving forward, we're getting, closer to Charybdis. Past that, what does this look like?
We'd enter the Nether Sea, and from there we'd have to locate Hypnos, the barge of Lutheria. In the meantime, there are other locations in the Nether Sea you might wish to explore, but it's a dangerous place. The waters there are unsafe. I would not recommend interacting with them at all, if possible. But the barge is always moving. It is difficult to navigate the sea at the best of times and to see anything beyond what we're aware of. It's difficult. I think I happened upon Hypnos by divine providence, but to re-find it... it's an effort into and of itself. And with so few days left in the Oath of Peace, we need to act fast.
So you are worried about the Oath of Peace ending before we get there.
I would love to negotiate before the Oath of Peace ends.
Because
Peace benefits all.
does. So why does it end with the Oath of Peace?
Because your kingdom is openly hostile to my lady.
We're the only ones going out that way. I don't think there's anybody from Mitros or anywhere else going towards her.
You doubt that a Castus Arclander, if he had power, would not pursue war on Lutheria? That when you dock in Mitros once again, if the Oath of Peace is held together, that he would not take command of this ship as much as and as well as he can, and use it to wage war against my lady?
He might try, but I don't have much faith in him. I don't think it would succeed at all. Are we really deeming him as a threat here?
I'm sure even now he turns the people of the city against you. Whether it's effective or not is a question in and of itself, but still. And additionally, if nothing else, the fleet of Sidon is still in effect. His children still lead the hordes against your walls. To have my lady on your side as an ally would be much better than to have her as a foe. For they are her children too, and she might yet speak sense to them.
I'm gonna give that expression. Okay, fair enough.
I simply ask you consider hearing her out and allowing me to negotiate on your behalf. But I understand if you still have your apprehensions and doubts. As to the question of the dragon, I make my claim that there is no right or wrong how my lady feels. There is no... Well, there's no wrong answer. Just do as you demand, I suppose. If you have a soul that could fill it, go forth and do so. Beyond that, I'll take up no more of your time. As much as I enjoy speaking with you, I imagine you have much more important things to do than speak with me.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to say it out loud.
Like, how many days are we towards Charybdis?
5 more days.
Okay. There's still more time yet.
In that case, if you're done with the scene, we can jump to Leo and anyone else who wants to go find our Borghild point 2. So, Leo, you're heading down there.
Yeah, I think I find an apple or some type of fruit to take with me.
I mean, as you enter the Borghild point 2, it just seemed to be sitting, almost eating still to some degree, small bites, but looks up at you as you enter and sees you have food, looks down at you, back up at you, and then turns back to her pile.
Oh, I see you're already snacking on some stuff. I have this lovely little apple if you'd like, and I reach out and offer it.
Kind of goes out, sniffs it, like takes it from your hand with one hand, and then like grasps your hand as if to like affirm some kind of warmth, and like puts it to her head, and then just kind of crunches through half of it in one bite.
Oh well. You're always hungry, aren't you? Nods. I think like I sit there for a little bit and then just ask, do you remember anything before you were locked up? Were they happy memories? Yes. Okay.
I mean, yeah. Continuing to eat though.
Continue. Yeah, no, it's okay. I think maybe are you able to speak or anything besides nodding? Yes. Oof. Trying to come up with questions that are yes or no. I think, yeah, like yeah, I think Leo just sits there and just watches, just to gauge, like, if they're just like just focusing on it, like how, I don't know. Because yeah, I feel like he not getting any insight.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to delve deeper into the responses if you'd like to roll an insight.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I think I ask, do you know what you are? Oh, nice. And I rolled a 22.
They're straight up just being like, hey, if I shake my head, people seem to be like, yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
It's
yeah,
it's you're expecting a you've interacted with dragons before. You expect kind of as we as people outside the game would expect kind of almost humanistic intelligence. This is very much more akin to house cat or like a wild animal like wolf style. Like there's an intelligence there. It is just not comparable. This is a creature that can look like a person, but is decidedly not.
Okay.
And it has the function, like just much like that. It looks like a dragon, but on some levels is not. As you've heard, this creature does not have an inhabiting soul. In many ways, it is hollow, empty, and incapable of communicating.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think Leo is a little saddened, but just says, enjoy your meal. And just weakly smiles and then heads out.
Okay. Is there any further decision about any of the situations y'all find yourselves in being decided upon?
I can check in with everyone.
Yeah, did we just like come back and like share notes?
I imagine at some point,
I think we do that.
Yeah, share notes, recap all what the respective people we talked to said.
In the same room, so DeFer does not have to get out of the cot, out of the hammock. I mean, you all are informed that of what each other learned. Also, Borghild brings up some good egg raising commentary.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
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 That's all we say. Mm. Infinite wisdom.
We think we should be there for when Nessa up.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Farrah, if you'd like, I can carry you. Or Leo could. I think he's technically a little bit strong.
Oh, am
I don't know what your strength
I?
is. You just feel like a strong boy.
Yes.
A new big sword.
But yeah, I think are we all in agreement? Or
Giving Eliana the go-ahead with
yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
feels weird, but okay.
No, yeah, it feels weird, but like,
Feels very weird.
yeah. If others can take over without, doing this, then that could be worse for us and everyone else involved.
What if Lutheria does this to one of us?
Well, no, I think she needs like a soulless body. She can manipulate us, but I don't think she can outright control us. Or she hasn't done that yet.
Okay. I guess we go... Well, probably shouldn't interrupt Eliana until after Nessa's away. You can go hover.
Yeah. We walk
So what's the-
over to wherever Eliana is.
I assume Eliana would be in the group huddle.
Eliana's
Oh.
ritually casting for Nessa.
Gosh, that's right.
Takes an
Mhm.
hour.
Sorry.
This has been
Nessa
quietly
came
waiting
back
this
to
whole
life.
fucking
I'm
time.
sorry. You obviously observed the spell, and Nessa shocks back to life. Rather quietly revives and just, oh my god, did I die?
I'll nod my head, like, kind of softly.
Oh my god, I didn't become a giant scorpion, did I?
Shake
Oh, yes! Not giant scorpion. High five.
I will give her a high five.
And none of you will know about this.
Oh,
Not a soul.
Monster.
No.
fuck.
I'm gonna find my battle buddy, so I could share some. Oh boy! Ooh, wow! How many legs do I have? 4. Oh, thank goodness. Just kind of does that thing where like horses are coming up from their side, where they have to like adjust. Oof. Shivers through the whole body there. Oh, that sucks being on a boat. I can't like run anywhere.
No, but I guess if we go top side, you could stretch your legs.
I think I will. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, by the way.
You got it, dude.
You're like really nice. Some people didn't say you were nice, and like they're so wrong.
Can't imagine who that would be.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean to like. No, like a lot of people say you're nice. It's just some other.
You're fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna go, but like I owe you so much. So if you need like anything to drink, you need anyone to like take your shift for something, I guess you're already kind of like one of the captains, so that kind of already doesn't matter. But if you need someone else to like take charge of a situation, I can do it. I don't think it will be good, but like I'll do it.
You owe me nothing. This is not a debt.
Okay. She gives you a thumbs up and then like backs out of the room with her whole horse body first before just like peeking around the door like, yeah, I don't owe you anything. And then it closes, and you get the feeling you're absolutely going to be owed something. Shortly afterward, the rest of the group enters the room as you're probably like cleaning up the ritual components. Are y'all there?
Well,
We have come to a decision
The council.
as I'm
Son.
carrying. Yeah.
I am the council. Or I am the Senate. Fuck. I fucked it up. Damn it.
Oh. Yeah. Go ahead. Do the thing.
It sounded very enthusiastic.
No, it was
You
not.
just go ahead and do it.
Will your Titan amulet keep the Borg-healed body?
What?
Because, like, their Borg They're me with silver hair right now.
Oh,
Like, is that
I-
gonna change when the amulet goes on them? Are they gonna become Titany or something like that?
I'm aware that all the dragons are usually able to take forms of people. I'm assuming it took the form of, or she took the form of you as something familiar. I would assume Thylea might take another form, maybe one that she had herself, more of like our size. We won't know. She could just return to the dragon's look and keep it that.
Did you ask her?
It unfortunately isn't as simple as asking her. She's apparently aware of our conversations, but is, I don't want to say picky, I'm not sure what the word would be, to when she is able to or chooses to contact me. But I would just need to get close to Nephilim to begin the process.
That should be easy enough. You just give them a treat.
We know for sure that this Titan isn't gonna just stab us all in our dicks, right?
I believe, at the bare minimum, she does have a reason to fight with us against Thylea. Her and her twin, Sidon, imprisoned her and, what, 2 others? Because I think one pulls the ship, one's in the tower.
One pulls the ship. So Hargaron is tied around the tower. There's one pulling the ship. There are 3 who were petrified in the Nether Sea, and Thylea got away.
Yeah. So after that, we won't know. The story stopped with them when the twins decided to do their devious little plots. She could be a neutral party, but it's the risk we're willing to take, and understanding that if there are consequences, we will own up to them. But even the fight with Sidon was
Close.
very close. I think someone on equal footing by our side would be a tremendous boon. So now that Nessa is back, I suppose we find Nephilim. Do what needs to be done. Where was she last?
Do you know how to do that? Like, what do we do?
I was told I just need to get close to her, and
Oh.
Chelsea would essentially do the rest.
Last I checked, she was eating other people's breakfast.
Yeah.
And so now
Sounds
like,
about-
we don't have to do the whole like Calypso bit from Empires in the Caribbean.
Calypso!
Calypso!
We
Yeah, no.
release you from your
Damn it.
mortal bonds.
Dude, oh my god, what if she does like grow massive and then turn into a bunch of crabs though? Like that's
Oh
a
my God.
possibility. We
That's
can't say it's
fucked up.
not.
Hey, hold on. That is a few good dinners.
No, not the little white stone crabs. Don't kill them.
Yummy.
Y'all approach the dragon. Borghild point 2.
I'm gonna hold Borghild Point 2's hand before Eliana gets close.
You kind of hold out a hand, like you hold out a hand towards her, and she kind of like grabs your wrist as if like, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
This
I'll
is
grab
what
her
we
wrist
do.
in return.
Kind of like looks at you like you're weird for a second. Like her hand just goes. Anyway, Eliana, you approach. Thank you, granddaughter. You have done more than you know. There is a brief moment where you feel a rush of wind from your mind. Like something pulls out of you. And from there, Borghild, you watch as yourself kind of is looking up at you holding its arm with weirdness, and then eyes go wide and the hand grips and seems to take a full breath before standing up to full height, and her face shifts to one you don't recognize. None of you recognize the figure that is now standing before you. It is a woman with a long, ancient-looking robe who begins working her way, walks past you all up to the stairs. Anyone follow, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, following her up, she heads towards the center of the ship, and a lot of the crew is like gathered because like, who is this person? Like, this is
Another stowaway.
yeah. And she kind of looks up and around, and now using her own voice, but in a voice that's familiar to you, Eliana. You have made an ally this day. I will not forget what you have done. I will be guiding you, and you will know when my work is done in your favor. And she shifts magically back into the form of the giant dragon, which, again, caused the whole crew to back up. This massive silver dragon. Leo, you would be old enough to know what Balmitra looks like. This is an exact replica of Balmitra. And the dragon's wings go up to beat, and rather than ascending, it seems like all at once the figure just sort of dissipates into morning dew and mist. And there is where we'll end the session for the night. As you continue to sail on, the Titan of Swiftness released back into the world, and the repercussions of that to be discovered for another day. That all being said, we're going to do another quick round the horn here, starting, of course, with our kicker off of things. You can tell the people who you are, who you're playing tonight, and where they find more of the exceptional work you put out in the world. Comrade, if you kick us off.
Yes, I'm Comrade Crash. Played Leo Dracos, the Human Paladin. You can find me here every other week. Let's pass it on to Chrissy.
Hello, I'm Chrissy Kretz. I play Thomas. Big ol' migrant. Where else can you find me? In the beginning of March, over at Bright Dystopia's channel. streaming a new game called High Fantasy. I will be with Corndog for that guy. And sooner or later we'll finish All Hail the Queen. Probably more later than sooner. So, you know.
We're
we
trying.
can find too. Who knows?
Weren't y'all fighting Tiamat? I'm not gonna ask questions.
We beat her.
Yeah.
We just couldn't get out.
The game won't end.
Our final episode hasn't happened.
Because our schedules just won't work. So that all being said, you can find me on the internet at Chrissy Crits. Mostly just telling my friends to do cooler shit. And heck, you're next.
It's me. Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen. As per usual, I was back with Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry Bard, who is the Dragon Slayer multiple times at this point. You can find me all over the internet at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Itch, Blue Sky, Instagram, etc., etc. A lot of the time, I'm just like posting about my job as a wildlife veterinarian. I'm like, there's a couple TTRPG things, but like, I'm really, I don't know, it's slowed down a little bit because I'm a very busy person doing the doctor stuff. But you can find me here, of course, for the show that you just watched, and then every other Thursday for Steel and Arbor. We will hopefully be joining back soon. Just various things have kept us from having our episode for this year, but we will be back with a bunch of cute little critters trying to figure out why there's big angry bugs everywhere. Yeah, so you won't want to miss it. It's a great time. Love the table. But yeah, no, that's me. And over to Tony.
Oh, hi. I'm Tony. I played Eliana Legide. Catch me back here in 2 weeks, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I got a lot of games that get rescheduled this month, so I don't recall, and it's late. So I'm gonna say bye-bye and pass over to Cordog.
Hey, Gordon Grom. Find me on the internet. Yep. I'm just gonna be glaring at Eliana for 2 weeks. Wondering many a questions. Back to you, Turk.
Alright, yeah, I am Turk, or Turk Accented, as far as you mortals are concerned. And I have the distinct honor and privilege of being your GM. If you want to see me GM more things, you can find me here tomorrow for some Lancer, which is a hard departure from this, with some sci-fi robot politicking. Still, great crew over there, as there is one here. So, I guess, long story short, keep supporting Neon Lights Roleplay, because there's some awesome people on this channel, and you should watch more of it. So, that all being said, especially keep it locked here, because we're going to have a fantastic, really great stream coming up here in support of some really great stuff. But, anyway, that is entirely too much out of me. I will remind you all, once again, to keep fighting the good fight out there as much as you are capable of doing so, because even the gods are bound by oaths and prophecy. It has been a pleasure to have you all with us here tonight. We appreciate the comments, the chatter, the raids. Please stick around, as we'll be sending you on to another great stream, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks' time. With that, Michelle, if you could please take us out.
Happy Black History Month.